Greetings! Let's see, is everything working? Oh, it seems to be. Okay. So, um, this is weird. I feel like a Zoom teacher in 2020. Anyways, so here I have a picture pulled up as you can see. Oops. Why did that? Okay. I have a picture here, right? I'm just going to explain to you. Hold on, let me look at my notes. I'm going to explain to you how you're supposed to like take a corner, right? In on a track. So here you can see this green line. This is the line you're supposed to take. Now, first off, why do we want to take this line? Well, if you're driving and let's say you hug the left the entire time, you're going to travel a longer distance over a longer period of time, right? And in racing, you want to be the fastest you can. So obviously you want to cut that. But also, if you take the inside line the whole time, you're doing sure you're taking less you're going oh my god, I can't speak. You're going less of a distance or you're traveling less of a distance, but you're taking more time by continuing to hug this inside line. So what we like to do is we like to start wide on the corner, start to pull into it, hit the apex, which really just means to clip the corner, and then pull right back out wide. The reason for this is because not only are you traveling the like least amount of distance as possible, but you're also taking the least amount of time, right? So as you're coming up to the corner, obviously we have here, this is actually a really good diagram, holy shit. We have a braking point, so you're going to start braking a little bit, right? You don't want to fully brake and come to a stop. You want to brake so that you can make this corner, but your tires are squealing, right? So you're going as fast as you can through this corner, but you're still not going off track and dying, right? You're not gonna die. It's go karts. You're fine. Anyways, so yeah, this is why we take this green line. Um, a couple of tips. Obviously, okay, you're gonna be afraid, and you're probably gonna start braking earlier, right? So maybe like around here. Let's just imagine there's a track. You're gonna start braking around here. Don't do that. Brake as late as possible, okay? Because earlier braking, you're gonna be slower, so on and so forth. Why am I stuttering? What the fuck? Sorry. Ugh. See, this is what I happen. This what? Oh my god. This is what happens when I talk about something I'm excited about. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, start braking a little bit later. You're gonna start. Oh my god, this is a good diagram. You're gonna start turning in at some point, right? To hug that inside line, and then as you're exiting that corner, wide. Why wide? You might ask, because the less you turn your wheel, the better, if that makes sense. So as you're exiting the corner, you don't want to have your wheel turned all the way to the right. You want to almost like glide it back out to the left so that you can get on the wider end, obviously, but also because that allows you to start applying gas, let's say midpoint. Now, when you get a little more technical, you're a little better at racing, you're going to start braking, but then mid corner, you're going to start gassing through the corner. We won't be doing that. I mean, I don't think you should do that. You could, but that takes a little bit of practice to, perfect without boom into the wall, right? So you're going to start braking, turn in, off the gas, around here-ish, you're going to get back on the gas, go wide. This gives you just the quickest way through the corner. Yeah, let me look at my notes really quick. Okay, so in this picture, this is a bad diagram. Now I call this bad. Okay, it's bad to me. And the only reason I call it bad is because this racing line is incorrect. While yes, it starts wide, comes in on the corner, exits wide. Correct, yes. But what you'd really want to do is you'd want to follow this wide line, come in tight, straight, wide. Why? Because if you take all this time through these extra curves, you're going to lose some time. Now, this is on behalf of my own aggressive driving style, right? I'm very aggressive, if you can't do that and you have some drivers in front of you, fine. But my best for like a little hairpin like this, your best bet, sorry, is to wide, just ran. Oh, I can't speak. Run straight through this shit, okay? I cannot believe I cannot speak right now. Anyways, okay, so do you see these right here? These candy cane looking things, okay? These are called track limits. On a real track, it's gonna it sticks up a little bit higher than the road and it's kind of bumpy, right? Now, it may look like, oh, you're not allowed to drive on that, but you are. These are the track limits, so you can go as far as this. You can't, fucking just straight through, right? These are the limits. So you can be on the limits. You don't want to be past the limits, though. So you can really use these limits to your advantage, just absolute limit, yeah, just as straight as possible. Typically, what I like to say or think in my own mind is you want to take the straightest line possible. For example, here, it's a bend, but notice how these lines, not this red one, but this green one, is just it's almost as straight as possible that you could, through this corner. God, I'm I'm losing breath here. See, again, turn in, apex, straight. It's as straight as you can be through this corner, right? So think of it like that. You start wide, come in tight, wide again. Wide, start braking, tight, off the gas, mid-tight, start getting back on the gas, and go wide, okay? So, it's really just, it's like a theorem, I guess you could say, I mean, it's not a theorem because it's real, but, you get it. What is the last thing I was going to talk about? Oh, G-force. Okay, so G-force, I'm not sure if you know what G-force is. Basically, G-force is, well, what do I have here? Flux capacitor, Max's brother, Stranger Things. Oh my god. Oh, this is because, okay, you know what? I'll tell you about that when you ask about it. Anyways, G-force. Oops. So, okay, thanks. Meaning. So, G-force, that's like a perfect example, is the force you feel on your body. Ooh, this is even better because you know this. Oh, okay, whatever. G-force is the force you feel on your body when you're making hard turns or, like just going really fast. That's what you feel, right? So here you're going to feel a lot of G-force because you're turning really hard, right? G-force will scare you. I know this because, obviously it's going to scare you, but you have to have no fear. As long as you know that you're in complete control of the car, or cart, whatever, you're fine. Just make sure you're just, like, in the zone. I'll probably explain this better when I, give you the actual examples on the sim. But, yeah, I mean, just don't be afraid. You're going to feel afraid because, oh my god, I'm going really fast. I'm feeling these forces on my body. I'm going to slow down. Don't. That's all I have to say for, like, this whole diagram thing I'm doing and like, the, the, talking over, I guess you could say. You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, now I'm going to show you the racing line and other things that I talked about, like this just go straight through it type thing, in an actual example on the Simrig. So, yeah, thank you for watching. Goodbye. Well, not goodbye. You know what I mean, man.
Sir, get down! Sir, get down! Get down! Sir, get down! Sir, get down! Get down! Get